everyone, welcome to Nat One's Tabletop Tavern. My name's Sarah,
Amanda,
Mickey, and Thomas.
Here, you will get to watch us play all sorts of different board games, card games, and pretty much anything that you can play on top of a table.
You will get to watch us play the tabletop games for the first time, which means as we learn, you will too.
adventure with us through the ups and downs, the ensuing fights, and me winning almost every game against these three.
Asterisk.
So tune in every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific time for new episodes of Tabletop Tavern.
Everything's going.
Boom,
Perfect.
boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Thomas,
Yeah.
try to explain to our viewers why we may look different when we talk about how much we like this game.
So viewers, welcome back to another Tabletop Tavern. This one's a little bit of a redo, seeing as there was a Nat 1 moment where through editing I somehow lost the file and
Gone.
could not be recovered. So we're doing it again.
Here we go!
Right, part two.
Nice. So we're playing Three Dragon Ante, Legendary Edition. So we have money in front of us that dealt out. It's a 10 gold per times the number of players.
Yep.
Correct?
Mhm.
For each person.
Yep.
Okay. And we have playa aids, which I love. Any game that has one of these to help you remember what's up. So the premise of this game is it's a game within a RPG realm, the Dungeons and Dragons realm, in which you would play this as a player, as a character in D&D.
Yep, so it is a game within a game.
Yes, very exciting. So gameplay is very simple. It's just simple card tricks. There's dragons that have special abilities on here. We're each going to get 6 cards to start, correct? Okay. And then we will put in a card for Ante. And essentially what that is we're putting a dragon face down that maybe we don't think we're going to use or we don't want for any particular reason. And then once all of those are shown face up, the person that played the dragon with the highest value goes first, and that is also the ante. That's how much gold we have to put in. Gold. Okay. So we all put face down a card that we basically don't want, or the highest value if you're trying to be the first player.
I don't know what I want to do.
Okay, fine. Let's see how this goes. I like how this rulebook has slang in it. Just so you know, there are slang options. You can say, I got a hole in the house. Apparently that's any gold paid into the hole goes to the house.
No.
Okay.
Anywho, all right. So everybody, pull it. All right, 13. So Mickey has 13. So we all have to put 13 gold in. And then these cards that were put in as part of the ante actually do stay in the middle because there are special abilities that the dragons can have to allow you to collect one of those. And then I believe play just passes in a circle.
Opponent to your left chooses either to give you a weaker evil dragon or pay 5 gold.
For evil. I'll pay 5 gold.
Alright. Money.
Money. And that's the object of the game, of course, is money.
Money.
Okay, my turn. So I am going to play this legendary dragon. It is a 7, so it's lower than his 10 that he played. So I do get to activate his power. So he's a white hunter. Each weaker opponent pays you 3 gold. Oh, see, I shouldn't have played that one. Because they haven't played their cards yet, I don't know if they're weaker or not. So I get no gold. Learning lessons. shit. I forgot how to play this game already.
Okay, so a flight is 3, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so play Immortal,
Mm.
and because it's lower, I can activate it, right?
Correct.
So for the rest of the gambit, this card also counts as a dragon for any color for completing a color flight.
Nice.
So the gambit isn't just this round, it's until that's complete, right?
That is correct.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
So we should probably just explain. Yes, the gambit sequence is each player antes a card. We play the cards. We determine the gambit winner, but it's ante. Play your cards. We go through strongest. Who has the strongest card. But it's once you have all 3 that you've played, like you've made a flight. Yep.
Okay.
Playing a red dragon. The opponent with the strongest flight pays you 1 gold. Take a random card from that player's hand.
Is it or and?
And
Nice.
Ooh.
I'm better than that. Ooh, the claw. I think that was the best card. I don't know. I couldn't tell.
I was gonna say, are you cheating?
Yes. I'm staring right at his cards.
I think, do you have to show what card that you get from...
You are
Like
supposed
those?
to prove that it was like the same strength.
Only if it applies to like equal
Yeah,
or... Okay.
correct. For random, no.
The opponent to your right chooses either to give you a stronger good dragon or 5 gold.
Brass is really similar. Brass, bronze, and gold.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
I'll show
Why
the
would you
camera.
pick those cards?
Good and stronger.
Good. And brass. Not bronze or gold. My turn? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna play this bad boy, Bronze Dragon. Good. And since he is lower than that, I get to put the 2 weakest ante cards into my hand. So that's the 2 and the 5. Okay.
Okay. We don't play this one. But I can't.
No, but you might win all the money, which is the object of the game.
Yeah.
Money.
Money.
This would be a cool version if they played it with actual dragons, like in Harry Potter, like little baby dragons.
Yeah.
Mhm,
That
little
would be.
dragon eggs.
Or they made it so, like, the cards transformed, or they had an illusion on them.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
white dragon. The weakest opponent pays you 2 gold.
Oh,
No.
man. I'm gonna be out of this game fast. Whoops. To the house. No, I'm just kidding. It's in the hole.
Since you played the highest,
Mm-hmm. I go, right?
for this next one.
Correct.
And then do I get to do this or no?
Yeah, because you're starting off the round. That's my understanding.
So put the 2 weakest ante cards into your hand. So those 2?
Yep, because those are the only ones left.
Bam. And then I also created a flight.
Yeah.
So do I do anything now?
No, but it's not a special flight.
Okay.
Other side. Oh. Actually, yes.
Oh
Remember
yes, I'm
immortal.
sorry. Your immortal is anything, right? It's wild.
Yeah.
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 Yep. You're right.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No,
I
I was
messed up.
like, I'm pretty sure.
I was like, that's blue, bronze. So no, that doesn't work. Yeah. I was color managing. I'm like, and those aren't the same numbers, so I don't know what you're thinking about.
Oh, sure.
Crazy lady.
My wild. Yeah. Okay. So with this, each opponent pays you gold equal to the strength of the second strongest dragon in the flight, which is 9. Yeah. So you all have to pay me 9 gold.
I have 1 back.
And it goes back as well. That is insane. That's a color flight?
Yeah.
Brass dragon. The opponent to your right chooses either to give you stronger good dragon from their hand or to pay you 5 gold.
Thomas wants his money back.
This isn't fair. Sarah looks like she's gonna win already. And it's the first hit. How is this happening?
I know, I'm
Can
gonna
you
be
break
out
this
the
down?
first game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She has 4 over there, then she's about to win all these.
Mhm.
Oops. Opponent on your left chooses either to give you a weaker evil dragon or 5 gold.
Weaker and evil. I barely have 5 gold. Alright, my turn. You played a 4?
Wait. You played.
Oh, yeah, I played a 1.
That
That
didn't
doesn't
happen.
take effect.
Ooh.
Okay, so you played a 4. Oh, whoa. Okay then. Don't do that.
Hey, at least I caught myself. Nobody was gonna hold me to
You're
it.
right. Wasn't questioning it.
Alright, I'm gonna play this bad boy then. Boom. I get 3 gold from here. 1, 2, 3.
No, you don't.
What?
You have to be lower.
You played a 4.
Oh, you have to be lower than the person before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're before me. I know what's up! He doesn't know. Okay, now is the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
So now we add up, and whoever has the most wins the pot.
24.
Sarah.
12.
I was counting. It was Sarah.
Awesome. So then you get all the money.
What?
And then we discard these. And then I do believe we draw. So let me just make sure.
Up to 6 again or something.
I think so. Let me make sure though. I can't remember. If the game is not ended, each player draws 2 cards. Starting with the player who won the gambit.
So I draw 2.
Yep.
Yes. That's right. I saw that Mickey almost did. You can't have more than 10 cards in your hand at a time.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And basically the way the trigger ends is that if one person runs out of gold, then that triggers the end of the game.
That's right.
Yep. You're like, how are we ending? Is it my turn to draw?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2, correct? I just read it. I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was 2.
Okay, so now we ante. Ready, flip. 13. Oh my gosh. Woo! Woo-wee! It's a little rich for my blood. Thomas is like, what? Okay, Sarah's kicking us off after everybody pays in.
Okay. So discard this card and replace it with the top card of the deck. And then that card's power triggers regardless of strength.
Nice.
Each player with at least 1 good dragon in their flight draws a card.
You do, so you get a card.
Oh, sweet. It counts for me too?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yep.
Done.
I'm going off that power. Yeah. Gonna do the same thing. Copper Dragon, discard this card and replace it with the top card of the deck. Say Black Dragon, still 3 gold, 6.
Nice.
Silver Dragon, each player with at least 1 good draws a card.
I'm liking this now.
Gold Dragon, draw a card for each good dragon in my flight. I get 1. And then Sarah starts us off again.
Yep. I will do this one. Steal 1 gold from the stakes, then take 2 gold from the opponent to your left, 3 gold from the opponent to their left, and so on until you have taken gold from everyone.
So, yeah, you give her your 1 gold, because it'd be 4, I think.
Yeah, so then I have to be in the hole.
In the hole.
This game's about to end quick.
Sarah's like, wah, wah, ah. She comes across so nice and demure. Just ask her husband. He
That's
would
why.
agree. He would agree with me.
Correctly.
And everybody thinks she's so sweet. She's evil.
That's why I'm in House Slytherin.
Yep. You guys, she's going for 3 8s. We gotta be careful. Oh my god. She's gonna take it.
This isn't going to be the only one left standing.
It doesn't matter. The game ends when it's
Yeah.
one person's score.
Playing a Bronze Dragon. Put the 2 weakest anti cards into your hand. Spoil.
Alright, let's see. The opponent with the strongest flight pays me 1 gold. And I get a card, random card from your hand.
From my hand? Don't look at my glasses.
I'll look back there. And this technically goes into my hole because I still owe her 3, so I have to put that off to the side. Because I'm in debt.
You owe me 2.
I only paid you 1.
Right, and it was... Oh, it was 4. Never
Yeah.
mind. Yep. Sorry.
It's just like when she's the DM and she's like 28 to hit. Daggers. Evil. Check you.
Sorry, I have a card, and if I played it right now, it would be so funny.
In the game?
Well, it's already. The game's already ending.
I hope it's not an 8.
No, I don't have another 8, and he took that one. Okay, doesn't matter. Discard this card, replace it with the top card of the deck. Could it be an 8?
It could.
No. But the opponent to your left chooses either to give you a weaker evil dragon or to pay me 5.
Let me think about this real quick.
Do you even have a weaker evil dragon?
Why do you have to be so lucky this fucking game?
I don't know.
This is a clean sweep, too. Last game, I think, that I won in the confessionals will tell who won. But I think that was like an even game, except for one person got out. This, she's just clean sweeping everybody.
Yeah.
I went into debt last time.
Yeah.
I lost.
Bad.
Hardcore.
Like me.
Yeah.
Like, wait, how many rounds is this supposed to last? Only one, apparently.
I'm like the noob who's like, all in! What you gonna do?
Okay.
This is a lesser evil.
But is it
Weaker evil, I should say.
lesser?
Lesser.
Now you have to play a card still, brother.
Yeah.
I'm going the thief. Steal 7 gold from the stacks.
Wait, but do you get that because she played a 6?
No.
Oh
You
shit.
don't get that.
Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Equal to or
Less than or
less than?
equal to.
I thought.
Yeah, it's equal
It's a
to or
6.
less than.
So that's 7.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
I
not
already-
that one. That
big
one.
brain.
I already
Big brain.
played it, so.
You get nothing. I have nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Too cool.
It's in my home.
Just 2 more in the hole.
Yep. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now we add up, and then who wins that one? Not me.
I have 22.
20.
At 15.
No.
He has
No.
10. He has 10 last round. So Sarah wins. So now I am still in the hole. So technically I have to pay her first because I owe her 1st. I have more money for you. And now they count their money, and whoever has the most money wins.
Let's see.
How much money do you have? All the money.
All the money.
I don't know. I think it's a close one.
I think so too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
So
110 to start
110.
with.
yeah.
I
None of
don't
us
even
even
have
have
10.
10 pieces except for Thomas has 1 10 piece.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 120. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. That's 130. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 10. 10. Jesus, 150. Wait,
140.
150. 40.
40.
50.
Yeah, 40.
140.
I did my math wrong.
140.
Either way, we got brutally murdered.
I got rich.
She's like those chums.
So I'm going to go ahead and talk about Three Dragon Ante.
Three Dragon Ante.
Three Dragon Ante.
Three Dragon Ante. So this game is awesome because I love Dungeons and Dragons. I've been playing for a couple of years now, and it's really cool because essentially Three Dragon Ante is a game that was supposed to be played in an imaginary world by Dungeons and Dragons characters and players. Like you'd go into a tavern and they would be playing card games to pass time and interact with people, and they would be playing Three Dragon Ante.
So essentially this is the card game based off of Dungeons and Dragons, and which I did not realize that they created a card game until Amanda brought it up. So I was super excited to play it, and at the same time a little nervous. I know how intense D&D can be. There's a lot to it, and so I wasn't sure if this card game was going to be similar to that.
This game is inspired by a game that you can play within D&D itself, and I really like that concept because one can play this game on its own, but it also comes with some little things that you can use within your actual D&D campaign.
Easy to learn and easy to play with a small group of friends or family.
It's a simple card trick game. It's really cool because it incorporates elements of fantasy and dragons into the card play, but in a very simple nature, and how you go about playing it is awesome.
Essentially, what you get with the card game is the instruction manual. You get some gold pieces, and then you also get your deck of cards. Now, for the instructions, I did not read the instructions myself. I did see that it was a smaller packet or booklet, I guess you could call it. And so a booklet for just a card game alone was a little worrisome, but it turned out not to be that bad. The rule book is a nice glossy paper, and the coins that are used for money are cardboard cutouts that you push out yourself once you purchase the game for the first time. And the gold coins have images on them, and the images are fairly detailed, so it was really fun. It was a good experience to have the gold coins with you already prepared. The only thing to add in regards to what comes with the game is that the gold coins, though they do come attached to cardboard and then you push them out, they don't give you anything to store the gold coins. So once you played the game for the first time, there's really nothing for you to do with the coins other than to put them back in the box freely. So for some people that might be a little bit of a point of frustration if you like to keep things organized and not like when you open the box have the fear of stuff jumping out at you, essentially.
The competitive side to this is quite amazing. My husband, who absolutely loves Dungeons and Dragons as well, and he loves card games, is obsessed with this game. It's like one of his go-to games to play as a family, because it's just so simplistic in nature and it's so easy to get competitive. The mechanics of the game really make you want to compete, because in order to do certain things, you have to have the lowest score, but the goal is to get the highest score. And so you could be shooting yourself in the foot, but you may want to use special powers. So overall, this is a really simple, fast game. I would say it takes about 30 to 40 minutes, which is exactly how much time it's advertised for, if you can see that. For 2 to 6 players, which is great. So if you have a bigger group, this would work for you.
Best thing I'd say about the game is the fact that it's a betting game, but it's also a competitive betting, as in the sense of you are fighting against your opponents in a way where you gain points and also are trying to take points away from them and make them lose the ante.
So I played this game without reading the instructions. I played this game based off of how others told me to play it. So I will be very honest, the way that we played, I can only assume it was the proper way of playing, and it was per rules. And I was also told that the rule book does have some add-ons to it. So if you wanted to change up the game a little bit or add in some additional rules or different ways of winning, that the rule book provides some options for you. So for the actual gameplay, without even reading the instructions, I think it took me about 3 rounds before I really understood what was happening, what my strategy should have been or should be moving forward.
With Three Dragon Ante, it was fairly simple. You put in a amount of gold that you're willing to ante up into a pot, and that amount of gold is dependent on a card in your hand. Every player has a starting hand of 6 cards, and whoever has the highest ante on their card will set the bet for the entire round. So you have this pile of gold, you put it into the pot depending on the highest card played during the ante up round, and then whoever had the highest number card goes first. Then the goal is to create a flight of dragons, which is 3 dragons, that will either earn you the pot by having the highest sum total of numbers in the flight, or by basically stealing money from other players with these powers that are listed on the cards that you can play. Those powers only work if you play a dragon number that is higher than the previous player who set down a card. So say if my sister Sarah had played a power 9 dragon card, I would then have to play a 9 or higher dragon card for that power to activate. And those powers vary a lot throughout the game. There's ones that let you steal gold from other players, there's ones that let you steal cards from other players, ones that let you pick cards from the deck, and there's a whole slew of things, which keeps it simple while also making it interesting.
So when you have your party of 3 dragons, once per gauntlet, you'll have 3 rounds which you'll be able to lay down a dragon, and you will go around the table. After 3 rounds, the person with the highest score of those dragons is the winner of that gauntlet, unless any of the cards on the table says so. So for instance, you could have a immortal or a legendary dragon, and those could possibly change the pot. So in turn, the best way to gain points is to get the most points of your dragons on the table as possible.
Ultimately, you kind of get the sense that you want to screw around with other players. So let me explain. After, I would say, maybe around the 4th or 5th round, I realized that I had the perfect hand to end the game. So this is a game that can be manipulated in a way where if you want to play longer, then you can play your hand a certain way to make sure that it is prolonged. If you are looking to have the game end quickly, or for whatever reason, let's say that you are short on time and you were just looking to have a quick game session in between 2 different activities, then there are ways of making sure that you play certain cards and it ends the game quickly. Unfortunately, the way that you end the game, or one way, is to have other players unable to continue to play, or they're unable to pay into the pot.
Being careful who you play with, because those power cards that I mentioned, the ones that do stuff to other players or gain stuff for yourself, can be used against you depending on who plays it. So again, using my sister Sarah as an example, I do believe during the game we played, she played a bronze. It was either a bronze or a brass dragon. But what it did was steal 5 gold from me. That, or I had to give her a certain card of her choice, something along those lines. However, I didn't like it. I'd say be careful who you play with and what their motives are.
I was able to end our game by forcing Thomas not to be able to play anymore. He unfortunately was sitting next to me, so I wasn't picking on him specifically. It was just the fact that he was sitting on a certain side of me, and it allowed certain cards in my hand to pick on him, but it was picking on him for so much, or in so many times in a row, that he ran out of money, and then he wasn't able to earn or win the pot, and so by the next round he was in debt, couldn't pay it off, and the game ended. For me personally, playing D&D, it is always one of those special moments where your group goes into the tavern. You don't know what people are going to do. It might be just a quick grab a drink, grab a room, get a long rest in there, or people might start singing, putting pickles in pockets. You just never know. So for this game, for Three Dragon Ante, it was very much as if you were to walk into a tavern and you wanted to gamble and to play some cards. And so you sit down with these strangers and you are trying to win the pot. You want to win the bet. And for some people, that means that you will do whatever it takes to make sure that you get your money for the night. And it very much felt something similar to that. We were even thinking about putting on some music, some tavern music as a ambiance. Weren't dressed up though, so that might have been the missing piece right there.
This would also be great to play if you have a Dungeons and Dragons group that has a lot of downtime in your campaign or sidebar conversations. This would be something cool to do, and then you could always pause in between hands. But overall, as I held it upside down, overall, this game was really great. I like the ability to have conversations, so this is a great dinner party game as well.
It lasted about, for our first time learning the game, it lasted probably around 30 minutes. And then I think after we understood how to play, it would take a little less time than that. I think it took maybe around 15-20 minutes just to finish up a game. Overall, I pretty much liked the game. Simple, fun, fast, something to do on the fly. Dragon pun intended. I believe that game was fairly easy to play, and I would definitely play it again.
Three Dragon Ante, I would recommend. I might be a little biased because I enjoy D&D, but I think for even those who have not played D&D, you don't need to know anything about that game in order to play this card game. It's quick, or you can make it long. It's totally up to the players, and it's fairly easy. I was able to play my first time without reading the rules. I was able to play based off of what other people told me on how to play. So I would definitely recommend this game for anybody who's needing a quick card game.
Thank you guys for joining us on today's Tabletop Tavern. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and let us know what new games might be coming out that you'd be interested in seeing us review or play.
Also, follow along on our life journey by checking out our website or social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All links are down in the description below.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And we'll see you next week on Tabletop Tavern.